Sometimes we forget as fans, and Brad Holmes has talked about this. Re-signing your own players is like signing free agents when you re-sign your own free agents, but also injuries. When you have players that come back from injuries. And to start this video, I want to talk to you about a player that's coming back from injury faster than projected, and talk about why this is such a big deal. And we'll go into cap room and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm reading an update right here that says Lions strong safety Tracy Walker, Achilles, you all remember it, expects to be ready for Detroit's off-season program. That didn't say training camp. That didn't say the regular season. That didn't say preseason. That said he expects to be ready by the off-season program. That's not that far out. And I just want to shout out and say, we will remember, we will never forget Cam Akers for showing us that an Achilles injury can be recovered from way faster than a year and a half, because nobody did it before him. He did it in 6 months, I believe. And now we've had 3 players tear their Achilles on the Detroit Lions team, and we now have 3 players that look like they're on track to get back even faster than thought. At Okwara, he's a bigger guy, so it's one of those things. So here's why this is huge news. This is why this is a big deal. The Lions owe, against the cap, they owe Tracy Walker over $11 million next year. They have Kirby Joseph at safety, and they have Deshaun Elliott, who is an unrestricted free agent. So a lot of us just go, oh, just go resign Elliott. Now I want you to look at this list of players. This is a list of the 18 unrestricted free agents that the Detroit Lions have. Sorry, they have 18. This is the 13 unrestricted. You have Jamal Williams. Everybody says they want to bring him back. You have Justin Jackson. You have DJ Chark. People want to bring him back. You have Dan Skipper. You have Evan Brown. People want to bring Brown back. You have Bugs. People want to bring Bugs back. You have Kaminsky. People want to bring Kaminsky back. You have Austin Bryant. Take it or leave it. Alex Anzalone. People want to bring him back. Chris Board, Josh Woods, special teams players. People want to bring him back. Will Harris. People want to bring him back. Deshaun Elliott. People want to bring him back. Do you see what I'm getting at here? There are a number of players that the Detroit Lions want to bring back. So the next question we have to ask ourselves, and I need to slow down here. I'm getting really excited. All right, because I want you all to hear it. And I know people on average watch these videos for like 4 minutes, and this is a longer video than 4 minutes. The average, we need to look at our cap space because we can't bring them all back. We don't have the money. And then people are also talking about, oh, do we go get Daron Payne, D-tackle from the Washington Commanders? Do we try and take a run at him in free agency? There are all these things where it's like people think we just have unlimited money. So let's look at how much money we actually have left. And Sport Track is a great place for it. So if you're looking in the upper right-hand corner of what I'm sharing with you, all right, based on everything, the estimated cap space for the Detroit Lions is just shy of $16 million. Now, I know we can very quickly and very easily free up another $20 million. So you're looking at $35 million. So let's see what the calculated market values are of some of these players that we all want to re-sign. Jamal Williams, 4.2. DJ Chark, 9.6. Deshaun Elliott, 10 million. You are already at 25 million. Evan Brown, 11 million. Boom, you just busted. You went over. And all of a sudden you realize we can re-sign 1, 2, 3, 4 players. And with those 4 players, now I'm not making up these numbers. This is Sport Track. And do I think Deshaun Elliott should be 10 million? No. Do I think Evan Brown should be 10 million? Absolutely not. I think they both are closer to, I think Deshaun Elliott's closer to a $6-7 million player. Evan Brown's closer to a $5 million player. But this isn't my valuation. This is their valuation. And sometimes they know more than me. Sometimes they know less. Sometimes they know more. Okay. So here's what I'm looking at. Here is what we have to know and what we have to understand. If we have to bring Deshaun Elliott back at a number that's even close to 20 million, 10 million, I don't know why I said 20, it'd be over 2 years, 10 million, that is rich. And if we know that Tracy Walker is healthy and he's back for the offseason program and he's getting healthy and his rehab's going well, and you can plug him in and you can maybe bring back CJ Moore for a tenth of the price, or a fifth of the price, somewhere in between there, and you can draft another safety, and you can help your safety depth with that, and you can rely on Joseph and Walker in the starting lineup. That's a much better option, I think. I think that's a much better option. That's a lot of money. And I think so often everybody has people that are like, resign him, 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 him. And this is why I always say, be careful with who you're signing. Be careful with who you're just throwing money to. Because when you have 55 players on a roster, 53, I don't know why I said 55. I'm saying a lot of dumb things right now. When you have 53 players on a roster and you have a total salary cap of 227 million, that means you're paying each player just based on my math, just north of 4 million on average. And we all want to throw out like, oh yeah, 8 million. Okay, yeah, we'll give this guy 10, we'll give this guy 8. You also have players that you're giving much more money to, guys that go against the cap much higher, like Taylor Decker, Jared Goff, DJ Chark. Like, you have these guys that you have to pay at a much higher level. Vitae is supposed to make almost 10 million next year. I think he's going to be a cap casualty. Same with Brockers, but there's not a ton of money to go around. So you have to realize, like, you can't just re-sign all these guys that either came in on prove-it deals and then they proved it, or they're coming off their rookie contracts. You can't keep everyone. That's why you need to build through the draft. You got to do it because you need to keep replacing these players. And I think Deshaun Elliott is one of those guys where he is not a bad player. He did play well for us. It was nice to see him have a season where he was actually pretty healthy because he's proven to be injury prone. That's why we got him so cheap. You have guys like this that, if they're not going to be a difference maker for you, if they were a mediocre player, which I would say Deshaun Elliott was, he was a quality player. He was a quality player. He was not elite or great by any stretch of the imagination. He may have made it into the good category. You can't just pay guys like this 8, 9, 10, 11 million and be like, okay, sounds good. Sounds good. We'll pay him because we want to keep him on the team. He was here for a year. Like, there are certain players that you don't necessarily need. So this news that Tracy Walker is getting back, that he is healthy, or that he's going to be healthy. Sure, players say that, but man, oh man, if he's confident he's going to be back for off season, even if he has a 2-month delay, 3-month delay, he's still going to be back for training camp. He's going to be back for preseason. He's going to be back for the regular season. He is on the Jeff Okudah plan. And we didn't all love Okudah's play at the end of last year, but he proved he was healthy in the beginning of the year. This is a really good sign for the Detroit Lions. Hey, if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button below. We love bringing you good content about the Lions and the Pistons. And hey, also make sure, if you want to and you like our channel and you want to support us, become a member. That would be awesome. We have memberships live right now. We're just trying that out. And it's a great way to fund the channel so we can keep doing this that we love. All right, see you guys on the next one.